and welcome to the Haverhill Journal, where we give you a quick look at what's going on in our city. I'm Lindsay Paris, and there were so many cool things happening in Haverhill this week that it was tough to choose only a few, but we did. So today, you'll hear all about the groovy new radio station in town, the 9/11 memorial in the works at the Firefighters Museum, and the state of the city. But first, energy, spirit, and the excitement of forward thinking continues to grow and thrive in Haverhill. And the perfect place to see all of that energy come together is the annual Possible Dreams Summit, held by Team Haverhill Monday, March 13th. A packed conference hall filled with a diverse group of residents focused on this year's theme of building community through neighborhoods. And the Journal spoke with participants to get their take on the evening.
Team Haverhill is going to provide up to $300 in funding reimbursement and volunteer support to some community group in this room.
Mount Washington Urban Kindness.
Thank you, and I really appreciate this, but Mount Washington's got a lot of attention these days. I'd like to offer this to the Acre Association. They had the drawing tonight, and Urban Kindness, Mount Washington fortunately won. But I was sitting there thinking that we get a lot of attention right now. We're working with a group of people called the Working Cities Partnership with the Boston Federal Reserve for a $500,000 grant for Mount Washington. We get a lot of attention. We want to be in unity with the Acre, so we decided just to give that to them.
I was really excited about Urban Kindness giving their project donation to the Acre. Our group is just getting started and we're trying to get going on a project, and I think this will really be the start of getting us going on our first project.
I think you witnessed tonight what is going on in this city and how beautiful the unity is. You had the Mount Washington team winning the prize, but saying, hey, we're giving this to our brothers and sisters in the Acre. It was a special moment.
Our format tonight is called World Cafe, a simple method for sparking great conversations about questions that matter. Here's generally how the evening's going to go. 3 rounds of table conversation. There'll be questions for each round. And then the white paper on the table is so that you can leave tracks of your conversation.
Possible Dreams was a great event put on by Team Haverhill, and I'm happy to be a part of it. I felt like it was a really good way to connect with other people in the community. O Positive is a nonprofit festival that connects musicians and artists with wellness and healthcare providers. The purpose is to give musicians and artists access to wellness and healthcare. So that's why I'm here. I'm from a town in New York where it started, and I've just seen the community really thrive because of it. So I feel like Haverhill's a really good community for it. The resources are here and the desire for change.
Urban Kindness was founded about 3 years ago. It was an offshoot of a spiritual thing called The Vine. It's all about loving Mount Washington and loving Haverhill. The event was great tonight because there's so much enthusiasm. And this is my 3rd time in being here, and I think I saw more enthusiasm, more ideas, and more unity. I think that's the thing that I see tonight, is a lot of unity.
Possible Dreams was an amazing event. I mean, we really witnessed the beauty, the culture, the diversity, the positive energy that is in Haverhill right now. I was very much impressed with the turnout. I mean, think about it. Over the summer, we were talking about one organized neighborhood group. Tonight in this room, we had 11 registered neighborhood groups. That's huge.
For 9 years, this Possible Dreams event has nurtured, celebrated, and communicated your community dreams and ideas. Your voices bring community spirit and grassroots ownership to our city's revitalization.
Tonight was a great success. Everybody is really thrilled with it, and I think it was the biggest Possible Dreams that we've ever had, and we saw more new faces here, and I think for me that's what I really think is the most exciting. Building community through neighborhoods, it just seemed like such a timely thing. It just had a lot of momentum, and I think the momentum is going to carry it forward into some real projects, things that people will get behind and follow through with.
I feel like, especially when you talk about the Acre and the Mount Washington neighborhood, that we're neighborhoods that are trying to be part of the revitalization, but struggling a bit to do that. And so by including us in this event, it helps include us in the revitalization and in the dreaming and in the looking at possibilities.
Next steps is really getting organized and being structured, right? So we have this wonderful energy now, and we're seeing some structure being set. We're going to have some monthly meetings, quarterly meetings, have more events, neighborhood cleanups. So I think moving forward, we're going to see more structure, more projects, applying for more funding, and greater city involvement. So I think that's what we're going to see moving forward.
To the amazing Team Haverhill, as always, a huge well done for hosting this community-wide event. On future episodes of the Haverhill Journal, we will be profiling the neighborhoods featured at Possible Dreams, from their history up to present-day activism. So keep watching for your neighborhood. It's hard to believe that nearly 15 years have passed since September 11th, 2001. The Haverhill Firefighting Museum is planning to mark the upcoming 9/11 anniversary with a community program of reflection and honor, including the unveiling of a permanent public memorial honoring the first responders that lost their lives. Cynthia Graham invited us in to share their vision for the memorial and discuss the call for artists that's happening now.
The idea for a 9/11 memorial began this winter, with some of the board members just talking about things we've heard from local firefighters. Every year, the Relief Association, the Haverhill Fire Relief Association, has a 9/11 memorial service, and then they feel that, it sort of drops into the background a little bit. And we thought, well, maybe we could create something that would be a more constant reminder. We put a call out to artists for this memorial sculpture, which would be a perpetually illuminated outdoor installation. So we've had to begin fundraising, and we're about a quarter of the way there. So we are appealing to local businesses, families, to be part of this honoring of our fallen first responders. We have thought about it in past years and thought we really should be doing something. But given that it is a big milestone, it's the 15th anniversary of that day, we thought, let's just get going on this and see what we can accomplish. At least a dozen of Haverhill's firefighters went out to Ground Zero to do what they could. Not just for them, to honor, the people who are in those positions now, those first responders, fire, police, emergency medical personnel, but, for those that we lost that day. It's our way to show how moved and honored we are that there are people in the world that are thinking of others. We're, of course, looking for sponsors and donations to make it happen. But we have that call out to artists. So if you're a local artist that, in the artist community, greater Haverhill artist community, that's interested in submitting a proposal, you can go onto our website, haverhillfirefightingmuseum.org, and download all of the information you'd need. Also, sponsors could find information there as well. We are also putting a call out to students that would have been in the high school art classes, because we understand that they did response pieces back in 2001. So we're hoping to curate an exhibit with response pieces as well. We're also working with HC Media. They're creating a film with stories from local first responders, people that went to Ground Zero and took part in rescue or operations out there, and interviewing FBI that investigated out at Logan Airport and that connection. And that will be that will premiere on September 11th, 2016.
If you're interested in submitting a design or showing your support for the memorial via donation, visit the museum's website at haverhillfirefightingmuseum.org or call 978-372-4061. The huge local music scene in Haverhill and the Merrimack Valley just keeps getting bigger. And now local artists have got a new platform for their music in HC Media's very own internet radio station. With over 100 local bands, musician interviews, dozens of podcasts, and live DJ hours, the opportunities are endless and growing every day. The Northern Essex Community College video field production class, instructed by our own Matt Belfiore, produced the following piece on what HC Media Radio has to offer. We are here at HC Media, Haverhill Community Television, but did you know that we are now offering the public more than just excellent TV programming? We now have our very own internet radio station. And what sets our radio station apart from the pack? Local music, local bands, local announcements, and more. We're going to go inside and see how it all works.
HC Media Radio began as an idea a few years back. We've been thinking about trying to figure out a way to do something with radio because we are not just video, we're a media station. We do all kinds of media. And one of the things we were always wondering about was, well, what are we going to do? Are we just going to play like the same Born to Be Wild for the next 72 years and followed by, Stairway to Heaven or whatever? Or are we going to try to do something different? Well, part of what HC Media does is we're trying to empower the community and we're trying to give something to the community. There's plenty of local musicians out there. There's plenty of people out there who could benefit from this. Why don't we do something for the local musicians and for the local scene?
HC Media Radio is homegrown, if I had to use one word. We started out with 0 bands in July, and in 6 months we have over 100 now. I think that really shows how much there is a need for this kind of outlet for local bands. You look on, you just turn on the radio and the majority of radio stations are only catering to signed artists.
If you're a band and you want us to play your music, you can go on our website and there is a radio submission form that you can find on there. You basically can fill that out and we'll see it. We'll get in our email here and we'll get back to you and let you know.
HC Media Radio isn't just about bands and musicians though. We also have a whole side that's about podcasting. We offer a service where you can come in, sit down, talk about whatever you want to talk about, whatever interests you, and we will have an engineer do all the work for you. You come in, you sit down for half an hour, you're done, you walk out, we put some opening music on, closing music. All you gotta do is bring your subject and bring yourself. We'll do all the heavy lifting.
Working on the radio is very special to me because I'm a musician myself, I'm a singer. So being able to work with all these local bands and meet all these different people and talk to them, it's like a dream come true,
I'm really excited about it because I love music so much, and getting to listen to all of the local bands and discovering that there's so much untapped talent in the Merrimack Valley.
The future of the radio, the sky's the limit. I don't know where we're going to end up with this thing. We started off so small, and the response from the public was so great. So I'm not sure where it's going to go. We've got all kinds of ideas. We're doing the live DJ work. We're doing the podcasts. We will probably end up, hopefully, doing some live venues within the community. So maybe we'll go down to a club when some bands are playing and do a live broadcast over the radio station. Maybe we'll be sponsoring our own shows, bringing in some of these bands and having our own HC Media Palooza. There's no end to where it can go.
HC Media Radio, better than losing a toe.
You can listen to these incredible local artists on HC Media Radio 24/7 by going to our website, haverhillcommunitytv.org, and selecting the radio tab, or during our bulletin board broadcasts on Channel 22, where you'll hear all HC Media Radio all the time. Also, we encourage anyone who's interested to come in, get your band's music played, or schedule your own podcast or live DJ time. And we offer classes. Just call 978-372-8070 or email us at info@haverhillcommunitytv.org to sign up. On Tuesday, March 22nd, Mayor Fiorentini presented his State of the City address, with the big news of the night being the redevelopment of the Stevens Street Mill, a longtime Lafayette Square landmark that has sat vacant for years. The redevelopment plans for the building include a first-floor restaurant, 80 apartment units, and an outdoor park alongside Little River. Also highlighted was the 20% drop in crime in the city over the past 2 years, thanks to the HPD's Smart Policing Initiative and new predictive analysis software. To watch the mayor's full-length State of the City address, visit our website at haverhillcommunitytv.org. The 2016 Haverhill Open Space and Recreation Community Vision Survey has officially begun, and the City of Haverhill needs your input. Last done in 2007, the 12-question survey will help Haverhill win grants for the acquisition and protection of open space, as well as creation and maintenance of recreational facilities. Let the city know what you hope to see for our open space and recreational future by completing the survey at www.surveymonkey.com/r/Haverhill Open Space and Recreation Survey. If you have a story or event you'd like to see featured on the Haverhill Journal, call us at 978-372-8070 or email info@haverhillcommunitytv.org. And don't forget to like us on Facebook or at our YouTube channel, HCTV Haverhill. And that's what's happening in Haverhill the week of March 24th. I'm Lindsay Paris. Have a happy Easter, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.